viewers, today you will learn about cultivating sensitivities through environmental studies. EVS is a composite discipline that draws upon knowledge from areas that have traditionally been separated into different subjects such as science and social studies. EVS entails not only learning of environment but also learning through and for it. Its objectives are also manifold. It concerns itself with apprising children with various aspects of the world by embedding various concepts in specific contexts. One overarching objective of EVS is to sensitize students towards their natural, social and cultural environment. Let us reflect on what kind of sensitivities should we seek to develop among children. The list could go on. Some of these could be celebrating diversity, concern for equity and social justice, valuing traditional knowledge, encouraging care and collaboration, appreciating individual initiatives, challenging stereotypes. Yes, in a multi-hued society like ours, children belong to diverse backgrounds: social, geographical, cultural, religious and linguistic. Diversity is a great learning resource and provides us with many lenses to understand the world around us. Plurality in society breaks the monochromatic monotony and adds color to the surroundings. It needs to be respected and celebrated. India is often hailed as a land of many faiths, but it is important that children appreciate the idea in its truest sense and do not treat it as a mere slogan. Opportunities need to be created within classrooms where students get to know more about religions other than their own. Children in our classrooms often hail from different linguistic backgrounds. Let us revisit our own school experience. Was the language of our school always the language we spoke at home? Can language of the school or the compulsion of speaking a particular language at school dissuade children from expressing themselves? Is teaching children from diverse linguistic backgrounds a problem? As teachers, we might be grappling with many such questions. Teachers often devise their own ways to address the issue of multilinguality in a classroom. Can you think of some ways in which linguistic heterogeneity could be considered a resource rather than a problem? Linguistic heterogeneity can we not encourage children to express themselves in their own way and in their own language when participating in classroom discussions? Our insistence on standard language could dissuade children from speaking out and adversely affect the classroom dynamics and the process of teaching learning. You could also ask children to share poems and stories related to the theme that is being transacted at a given point of time. Children, like adults, exist in an unequal world and are constantly exposed to social and economic inequalities. As sensitive citizens, they need to be encouraged to question this disparity. Now ponder over the following questions. Do we sometimes, through our words or expressions, convey to certain children that they are different and inferior to others? Some children might have experienced or observed any discriminatory practices at home, school, or neighborhood. They may be allowed to share their experiences. Suitable opportunities through drawing, written, or oral modes may be provided where each child can express, share, and discuss freely without any hesitation of being judged by others. Non-participation of CWSN in classrooms along with other children due to absence of appropriate infrastructural and social setups. Do you have any children with disability in or out of school? What kind of adaptations in school infrastructure and classroom practices and processes are needed to ensure their active participation in teaching learning? As teachers, we must always be conscious of the messages that some of our insensitive actions and practices may convey. Real knowledge generates in authentic situations and productive work, and not in contrived classroom experiences. Acquainting our students with successful indigenous agricultural practices, architectural skills, and traditional crafts is one of immense educative potential and can instill a sense of realistic marvel in our traditional knowledge. Weaving various understandings around a piece of skillful work can be a very instructive exercise. We can design a small activity with students. For example, if the school is located in the vicinity of a neighborhood engaged in pottery work, then we could ask our students to undertake a project on pottery or a case study of a potter. Divide the students into groups, and each group may be asked to investigate any one aspect of the pottery work. Before dividing them into groups, we can create a small content web with the help of children. While evolving the content web, we should sensitize the students about how one topic is related to many subjects, and many areas can be integrated by breaking or crossing over the dividing lines of subjects. So, let us encourage our learners to go ahead and plan. This example will help us to appreciate our traditional knowledge, and also through this example, we can establish and reinforce many cross-disciplinary links and enhance the learning experiences of students. Pottery work can be studied from different angles. Some students may take up a project on traditional pottery, and some can explore glazed pottery, which is quite common and is available in big stores. One group can explore the materials used in traditional methods and skill involved in mixing the materials, the type of soil which is suitable for pottery, temperature at which it is baked, etc. The other group can explore the economic and social conditions of this craft and how the conditions can be improved. We can also think of associated activities like collection of stories, songs, idioms related to pottery. Some learners can actually make some pots on the potter's wheel. After collecting all the information and materials, these could be displayed in the classroom. Gradually, our class resource corner or class pitara would become richer. At the end of the project, learning derived from the project can be summarized by the teacher and learners. Many concerns and issues like social status of potters, their economic condition, hard work, aesthetics of the project, science behind the craft will emerge as significant learning benefits. Also, the process will sensitize the learners towards the craft and craft persons. You could think of any productive work related to your own context: basket weaving, knitting, bamboo work, or any other. As a preparation for creating a harmonious society and responsible citizenry, we need to inculcate a sense of care and responsibility among our citizens. It can begin by encouraging them to take ownership and responsibility for the maintenance of the school itself. Training in democratic living can begin through such initiatives at the school level. Relationships of trust, empathy, and understanding should be nurtured through appropriate examples at suitable junctures. Untoward happenings like natural disasters or group situations such as camping provide a context for foregrounding these sensitivities. You may initiate a discussion around a disaster that your area is prone to. Ask the children, have you or people around you ever been in a difficult situation? Describe it. How did it feel? Did you help someone? How? Have you ever experienced that people sometimes hesitate to help each other during times of crisis? What do you think is the reason behind their hesitation? One must always bear in mind that feelings of mutual care cannot directly taught, but only encouraged by visibly valuing them. Many big changes and reforms are brought in the society by small efforts of people. They become inspiration for others because of their courage and conviction. Along with textbook chapters, you can also collect some positive case studies and efforts of people who have been the agents of change in the society. We can ask students to collect such stories from newspapers and other sources. Here are a few examples. These highlight the individual initiatives of the person who brought out big changes. Even small everyday efforts can initiate large-scale changes. You may invite students to share if they know of any people in or around their area who have worked towards issues of common interest. We can make a collection of such positive efforts by individuals. This will enrich your class pitara. Many of us may hold some preconceived notions that have no rational basis. These are called stereotypes. These could be about people, professions, or roles such as learners coming from marginalized communities do not study well. Non-vegetarian people are cruel and aggressive by nature. Women are poor drivers, etc. Scientists are middle-aged, or science is only done in laboratories, or about other things. The list could be very long. Before raising these issues with children, we should confront our own stereotypical views and reflect. Do these views depict reality? Such unjustified notions could make one irrational and unjust. The best way to challenge these is by providing real-life counterexamples. Through a multi-dimensional and multi-pronged approach to awareness creation and sensitization, learners can be made the effective agents of change in the society. Hope you enjoyed watching this video.